What up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel, man. Shout out to all the new subscribers. Shout out to all the new members, man. I really appreciate you guys for rocking with me. It means more to me than you guys know. Even all the comments, all the messages that you guys send, man, I really appreciate you guys for rocking with me. You guys were really, it seems like anyway, it seems like you guys were really rocking with the last video. So I figured we stay with that sound and we stay with the New Orleans bounce. Well, let me clear that up. You know, I was corrected in the last video. Someone left a comment and said that sound was more of a Baton Rouge sound, but I kind of try to mix the Baton Rouge sound with the New Orleans sound a little bit just to come up with my own little thing. I'm sure other producers do it, but I try to merge them a little bit. But anyway, I figure we stay with that sound and cook up something dope. So let's get right into it. All right, so the first sound we got is this sound out of Expand. It's called Light Bells. It sounds like this. And that's exactly what we're just gonna be playing. It's just gonna be a loop, so let's record that. All right, next sound we got the Mini Grand out of Pro Tools, just a stock Pro Tools plugin. I know a lot of people gonna tell you need a bunch of different sounds and a bunch of different sound libraries. I like to have things available to me, but for the most part, the sounds I use, like in almost all of my beats, are sounds that are stock. If you watch any of my videos, you see I use a lot of the stock sounds. But anyway, let's go. Let's add that. All right, we're going back to Expand. This sound is called Saw Stack 2. Sounds like this. All right, going back to Expand. This next sound is called Mono Square. Sounds like this. You know, somebody left a comment on the last video and they was like, they had bought Expand, but they hadn't really used it. I'm telling you guys, if you use Pro Tools, I know you can use Expand like in Fruity Loops and all the rest of them, but no matter what you use it in, Expand is probably one of the best VSTs I have. And I got a gang of stuff, all the Arturia stuff, Omnisphere is dope, contact libraries, crazy stuff. I got a crazy sounds or access to sounds, but it is something about Expand that always makes me go back to it. And it just works. Like I can always find a sound in Expand that work in any beat I'm doing, whether I'm doing rap, R&B, pop, it doesn't matter. But anyway, let's go and let's add this. All right, back to Expand. We got all right, back to Expand. We got Piscato Strings. All right, back to Expand. We got Oh my God. All right, back to Expand. We got Piscato Strings. It sounds like this. All right, let's go ahead. Let's add that. If this is your first time watching the content, I usually just lay down the melody, I lay down the meat of the beat, and then I add the drums. To me, the drums is like the icing on the cake, especially the boom. But the drums, it's like once you got the melody, to me anyway, when I'm making beats, once I got the melody and that's locked in and it's something I can feel, the drums is easy. So let's go and let's start working on the drums. We got to add that boom, baby. Let's go in there. Let's clean that up a little bit. Copy that over. All right, let's listen to what we got so far. Cool. All right, let's add like a snare roll. Here's a snare roll. So I got one more sound I want to add. Let's add that, and then I think that'll be it, but let's add that. Crazy. All right, let's give it one good listen from the top. Came out super dope, but as always, I want to know, what did you guys think about the beat? Don't forget to drop a comment below and let me know. Also, don't forget to hit that thumbs up for me, man. It really helps me with the YouTube algorithm. If you hated it, you can hit the thumbs down twice. All right, I'll catch you guys on the next one.